Hello, my fellow human, and welcome back to another daily dice where we ask the dice for a message and find out what that is. Keeping in mind that these are general readings, so please take what resonates, leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, check out the description box down below where you will find the links necessary to do so. You can also email me for a personal reading. You can also follow me on over to my podcast, which is just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I do hope to see you there. So that being said, let's go ahead and find out what today's daily dice in regards to love is. So Source, what is today's message in regards to love? Would you like my fellow humans to know what is today's daily dice in regards to love, Source? Okay, we've got third house, Gemini energy in the sun. Look. They want me to do love, and here they are bringing out a twin flame message already. I feel it. I can feel it in my nuggets. Okay, if you're like, what the heck is a twin flame? Don't worry about it. It's alright. It's not worth getting involved in, let me tell you. It is something that they're saying this is a soulmate, okay? And for others of you still, this could be family, but I do feel like this is deeper than that. Okay, I'm just saying, like, it could be family, so this could be someone that you see. And remember, here's the thing, I'm gonna state the unpopular opinion here. Twin flames are not always necessarily someone that we are meant to get into a relationship with, or even are we in a position where we can have a relationship with them. Sometimes our twin flames are family members, and sometimes they're friends. Right? It's not about the romantic connection, and that's something that is so hard for a lot of people in the spiritual community to connect with, because it's this very romanticized idea of a love that's it's a tale of as old as time. It's older than everything else, and why wouldn't we have that a love relationship in our life? And if you meet your twin flame in this lifetime, then you're meant to be in a connection with them like that, and so on and so forth. Not to take up too much space in this reading, but if you go to my podcast, on the 20th, I posted a podcast where I talk about this further in depth. It is called Becoming Unconditional Love. We need to come back to what the true meaning of is. If you are a twin flame, what the meaning of that is. Not the relationship. What the meaning of being a twin flame is. Okay? I just feel like that needs to be mentioned here. But with the third house and Gemini coming out together, we do have this idea of the twin flames coming through, okay? That's just what I've always associated with twin flames. Third house, Gemini energy. If Mercury came out, we would have had a trifecta. But this is all about finding out your identity. This has been hard. Okay? There may have been gossip around this. There may have been people who have said a lot of things about you to this person, and it has cut you off from this person, or this person is now no longer interested in reaching out to you even as a friend. Feels like communication was cut rather quickly, suddenly, something you weren't expecting. Something that was like, whoa, what happened? Why did that go through that? You know, like, when maybe things were good. Maybe you both were able to talk about all kinds of things. You had deep conversations, or maybe they weren't deep conversations, but they were at least decent conversations. You could at least communicate. But there's a lot of people around this person right now, and I feel like around you too, which are actually affecting this connection. Affecting the closeness of it. And let's take the relationship idea out of it, and let's just say it's the connection itself. No matter what, you're never going to be disconnected from this person, even if there's not a quote-unquote union in the physical 3D. Okay? The thing is, though, is that they've really played some tricks on your mind, and you've really played some tricks on their mind, not intending to. There was no intention of this here. Okay? But there's a lot of duality here. You have the idea of the divine masculine with the divine feminine. How does that come into merge? How does that come together like this? How do we get on the same page so that we can be a support system in each other's lives? How do we do that? And this is all about overcoming those insecurities, the superficial energy that's been surrounding both of you yourself included. Like anytime we're dealing with twin flame energy, it's always about how do I focus more on myself. It's so easy to get lost in the idea of having this relationship, but the truth of it is to come back to self, and that's what they're showing here, especially with the sun energy coming out. This is our identity. Does feel like there's somebody here in their energy, though, that is causing a lot of disharmony. Like they know that you two are twin flames, or like maybe they went to a tarot reader or a psychic or someone, and the psychic told them, hey, those two are twin flames. They're meant to be together. Like, don't interfere with that. And they were like, oh, no. They can't be together. And so they started causing a lot of havoc. Does feel like there's someone that's jealous on the other side. And unfortunately right now, whoever this person is that's coming in is listening to this other person. Okay? And that's something that's coming through. And the purpose of this right now is to help you come into a place of finding balance, to adapt to the situation, to be agile in this situation, and to communicate to yourself what is true. Where are you at on your journey, and what's going on with your journey? Someone's being very cunning here, and I feel like it's a very close friend, if not a possible connection, love connection to your twin. Okay. But there's some things here that are coming through that are hard because it's like learning a different process for your life. Okay, there's learning a different process here. Someone is stuck in their ego and their pride. And they're not knowing how to become a self-reliant individual, to think their own thoughts, to be okay with who they are. So this is saying, where are you stuck on your own journey when it comes to self? How can you create more for yourself? How can you become the leadership for yourself? And it's not that you're not doing enough. It's drawing away that energy, because it does feel like there's a lot of time spent thinking and fantasizing and romanticizing this connection with your person, whether you want to or not. Sometimes it's difficult when we're in that obsessive stage where we're just constantly thinking about them all the time. Oh, well, if so-and-so came forward, if George just came forward, does he even understand the connection that we had? We would talk about this and we would talk about that. And then before you know it, you go down this rabbit hole of thinking about all the things that you would say, thinking about all the things that George would say, that Susan would say, that Kelly would say, that, you know, Savannah would say, whatever. Anyways, it's like you start down this rabbit hole of really romanticizing this whole situation. And what ends up happening is that you become so obsessed with them and you're not focusing on yourself. It's like doom scrolling, right? And that's something that I feel like we all are dealing with, myself included, is doom scrolling, and we get away from our journey, and it's like then the reminder pops up like, hey, it's time for you to stop this and go focus on something else that makes you happy. You see, what's hard is that when we get stuck in this cycle with our twin is that we become unhappy, not realizing that this person, it's not that we don't love them, but it's that they're drawing our attention away from our dreams, right? And it's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. But right now it does feel like this is very heavy and sticky and yucky and like, oh my gosh, I cannot, like I need to go somewhere else, but I can't right now, right? That's what it feels like. And so there's this, there's this energy right now where are you ready? Are you ready to focus on you fully, to surrender to this process? And it's not saying to, like, every time you think about them to be like, get out of my head. It's just like every time you think about them, instead of focusing on them, can you motivate yourself to get up and go play piano? Can you motivate yourself to get up and go write? Can you motivate yourself to get up and go draw, to go paint, to go learn something new? It's so that you don't get stuck in the rabbit hole of going down, because right now your identity is this with them. And there is no separation. It's like we are together. And that's not untrue. Because twin flames are always connected, right? There's nothing that will ever break the separation, or that will ever separate you, that will ever break the separation. Hello. You're in separation. But there's nothing that will ever break the bond that you have. Nothing. Not even this person. Not even another individual involved in this. The problem is that we get stuck in our emotional ego, the mind. And the mind takes us all over the place. It's a really crazy, wild ride. And that's what they're saying right now, is that you're getting stuck in the mind because of this person and because of what they could potentially be doing. But realizing that this connection is protected, but right now you're in a place of finding your deepest expression of authenticity. And it's through that we'll call this person back into your life, however they're meant to play a role in your life, okay? There's no need to obsess about them. It's like letting go and knowing if they're meant for you, they'll come back. And it's a lot easier said than done. Yeah, and that makes you feel very vulnerable and open. And like, I'm feeling it right now in my causal chakra, which is the one that's right at the base of your head. It's about 6 inches away from your body. And the goal is to draw that chakra within us, and it brings us back into a psychic awareness. Okay, it's just another and heightened version of our psychic journey. And so that's where I'm feeling it right now. I felt like a tug here. It feels like you're trying to, it's like feeling out, but I'm right about this person. I'm right about this person. Don't tell me I'm wrong about this person. It's like, okay, so you see where that's at. Don't tell me. That's the emotional ego. I'm not saying you're right or wrong about this person. I don't think anybody that's doing readings are trying to tell you you're right or wrong about this person. What Source is trying to bring through for you is to say, you must first face this vulnerable feeling within you, saying, I feel exposed when this person is not, like, it's like the obsessiveness, right? I feel exposed in the obsessiveness of this, but I also at the same time don't want to handle it because that's what my emotional ego is so used to dealing with. The whole community says I'm supposed to be obsessed. I'm supposed to be obsessed. But the truth is that Source and your soul are trying to get you out of that and to come back to your heart and say it's okay to love this person. But what's not okay is to lose yourself because of this person. Okay, and that's what we have here. We're trying to work on our identity with the sun coming through here. Let's get a love card. Okay, thank you. Yeah, on the bottom we have 7. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. Being obsessive is not love. Being obsessive is possessive, okay? It's worrying, right? It's worrying whether or not things are going to work out for you. It's worrying whether or not things are going to come to fruition. Like, but what if, and what about that, and when, and how will I know, and this, that, and the other. It's like all these things you're worrying about, but it's like this connection it's meant to be. There's nothing in this physical realm that will ever draw you two away from each other in the spiritual realm. You're meant to be together, so your souls are connected no matter what. But right now you're working on clearing out the clutter. Number 2810. This is the completion of a cycle for you. It's not easy. This is not easy for you to do. It means you have to let go of how you've approached this relationship for so long. Right? Look at this. I picked up the deck and these 2 cards fell out. And we have Mercury, messages, travel, communication, messages, and dreams. So this is like Source coming in saying, I'm leaving you a message. This is a message. Like, I'm going to put those there. News with Raven coming out here. Right? It's like, it's all about sources communicating. We have the birds here. Okay, you have the bird here. It's like, this is from Source. Birds are the ones, especially ravens, they bring messages from the spirit realm. Okay, this is like Source confirming, I'm giving you this message. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're right. I'm giving you this message because I know your heart and I know your mind. And right now, we have to rein in our mind and get used to this process of saying, every time I'm obsessing about this person, can I motivate myself to do something for myself? So that you can bring in happiness here. Balance. 42 in numerology is 6. It's all about the solution, balance, seeing yourself through eyes of love, unconditional love, right? Being harmonious, finding peace, inner peace. You're abundant, but right now it's like when you're focusing all your energy on your twin, when you're focusing all your energy on this person, whoever they are, it could just be a soulmate, whatever, But if you're focusing all your energy on there, you're forgetting about yourself. And then you go down this rabbit hole. Boom! Self-love. That's what this card talks about. This is a self-love card. It doesn't talk about love of another person. This literally talks about drawing away from everyone and finding out what brings you into a centered place. Balance. Source is being very clear here. It is important for you to take care of yourself because there's been a lot of time, energy, and effort spent on another person here. Maybe you're trying to heal so that this person will come back into your life. Look, I'm only speaking from experience. I did that for a long time. Let me just heal enough so that I can call in my twin flame. Okay, it was absolutely grueling because nothing I did was ever enough. And then what do? You end up beating yourself up. Oh, I'm not enough. I'm not enough. I can't do enough. Is there something wrong with me? And that's another rabbit hole here. Source is telling you to have compassion for yourself. These are emotions and feelings that you must face, right? That's why you're feeling vulnerable right now. These are things you must face because it's exposing you. Number 2, trusting the process. Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. You have to love yourself first. Because you can only give as much love in a relationship as you love yourself. So if you're beating yourself up, or you think you're not enough, or if you're holding very high expectations that are unobtainable for yourself, remember, those are all traits that you will bring into a relationship. And that's, it's like Source is trying to show you here. It's important for you to focus on yourself. Look at this repeating message here. The fairy, and she's holding herself on down the line, infinitely so. The connection will be there. And it will come when the timing is right. But right now, there's something about losing yourself in this connection that's been really difficult for you. Yeah, house 10, structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishments, and career. They want you to build a more structured lifestyle. Focus on your happiness. Focus on bringing in your purpose, your life mission. Okay? Your discipline is so useful here. You've done so much on your journey, which is amazing. But right now, we want you to really focus on building your career. We don't want you to focus on love of another person. We want you to focus on loving yourself and loving what you do. You obviously love what you do. You keep showing up for it. So using that as a way, that can be a way to help get you out of the obsessive thoughts, but that can also be a way to help you focus on you now make enough money to take yourself for a massage or to get your hair done or your nails done or whatever, right? Being fair to yourself, considerate, fair, and harmonious to yourself. There's something about harmony in your relationship here. Unless there's harmony within self, there will never be harmony between you and your twin. Okay, because it's a mirror of yourself. There's that disharmony and triggers coming through here. Then we have number 46 with Peacock Spirit, let it shine. Yeah, you're healing your heart. There's something about healing your heart here. Okay, you have to heal your heart first. Let's get some yin yang oracles out on it and see what else comes through. Source, what more would you like to say about this reading for my fellow humans? What more would you like to say? Whoa. Okay. What more would you like to say, Source? What more would you like to say? Okay, they want one more time. What more would you like to say here, Source? Okay, yeah, offer. Okay, detachment, cold. Whoa, that was like a grip. All right. On the bottom of the deck. I am shocked. I am shocked into silence right now. Self-care energy. You have to love yourself. Like, I just feel like this needs to be out. Like, it's just, I just can't. I simply can't. So we have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy coming through here. Taking action on self-care is so important. There's a detachment here. Someone's being cold to another person, and that could be why maybe you've been obsessing about this person, because it's just like, Ooh, you feel that? It got ice cold up in here, you know? And they're saying that there's going to be an offer soon. But right now, Venus is also about finding value and seeing value in things. And you have to see value in yourself and find value in yourself. Like attracts like. If you value yourself, others will value you too. There's no denying the chemistry and the passion here. They want you to know they see you. They see what's going on, okay? This is difficult because it's like, but we have all this passion between us. There's the chemistry. It's undeniable, the connection. Source is not arguing that. Never once has that been an argument in this reading. We see that, okay? We know there's an offer coming, but right now, because this person's being detached and cold, is because of the focus that you've had on this person. It's time for you to be present with your energy, to be grateful for where you're at, and to find that inner abundance. This is a decision that only you can make. We can tell you about it, we can tell you about it, we can tell you about it, but until you're ready to make that decision, then you'll make it. That's when you change things up entirely. Isn't it funny that this came out? Winter with rebirth over cold and detachment. So instead of it feeling cold, you're going to feel brand new. When you make a decision for you, you're going to feel brand new and renewed. Like, oh my gosh, I do matter. Third eye and clarity. I feel like Source is just saying, yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You see it clearly. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Right? You've been crying a lot because of this connection. Feeling heartbroken and hopeless because of this connection. And they don't want you to. There's a chance for you to come into a place of seeing your value the way that Source sees you. Right? Source values you above everyone else. Because this is a problem. There's somebody here that is still stuck on their old beliefs, that's wearing a mask, and they're putting up a facade. And it's hard for you to see that part of them if they're detached and cold and not talking to you. This person is living from their emotional ego. And you are feeling that energy, which is putting you into that worry place, that down the rabbit hole we were talking about. And they're saying that the only way for you to disconnect from that, right? To detach from them, to detach from that energy, is for you to take care of yourself. What we're asking you to do is difficult. We understand that. The steps to get there are simple. We never promised you it would be easy, but we can guarantee you that it will be worth it. Okay? I love you so, 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 so much. Right? I know this is difficult. I know this is hard. But you can do it, and you are so worthy of seeing yourself as the incredible person that you are, and not ever doubting that at any point in your life. Okay? If you feel like this is your reading, leave a red heart down below and say, I am a valuable asset to myself, because I feel like you need to be reminded of that. Let Source know that you're calling in this higher vibrational energy. Leave me a thumbs up down below, but I am going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I do just want to take a quick second to thank your guide, your spirit messengers, your angel Source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this message. I truly did not intend for this to go that long, but again, the love readings are just as they are. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. And until next time, stay human. Bye.